from my Disney College Program blog. So I am a spring 2011 alumni of Disneyland, and I kind of wanted to talk about that first experience and what went on and why I'm coming back. So at the beginning, it was the first time I was ever gonna move out. I was 19, super nervous to even accept it or anything. My aunt was actually the one that kind of helped me accept going to Disney, because I was like, oh my god, that's California, I'm in Arizona, that's so far away, oh my god. She gave me the words of my grandmother, which is, don't pass up opportunities that are given to you, because you won't know what the experience is like if you don't go. So it's more like, if I don't like it, I can come home. If I like it, then I'll stay. So my stepdad's the one that took me all the way to California, and we drove all night, and he dropped me off that day, and I think that was like the first nervous wreck that I was getting into the apartment, and your parent leaving you for the first time. Definitely at like 19, that's hella traumatic. I was just freaking out the whole time. I met my first roommate, because I don't know if it's different now, but back then it'd be like 3 weeks of arrivals, and I was on the first week of arrival, so I had a roommate that came in shortly after I did. I was the first one in our apartment, and I was just like, this is my bed. And I got I was in a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and I got big bed in the big room. And when she walked in, she was like, oh, I'm Carly, and she was a little shy, which I was too. She walked in with a hand-painted picture that she did of Dr. Frankenfooter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I was like, we're gonna be best friends, you should room with me now because you're awesome. So during the program, we ended up actually doing all the lyrics to the Time Warp and the instructions across our wall. Then later on, we got Hannah and Shannon and Nicole. Hannah is really awesome. She helped me reincarnate my nerd and kind of remember why I liked being a nerd and why I shouldn't be afraid to be. I think in the apartment, me and Nicole connected a lot the most, because I could tell her a lot of things I couldn't tell some of the other girls, because she was like me in a lot of ways, and it was really confusing having 2 Nicoles in the same apartment. So working in the park, first time going through traditions, 8 hours of long watching a television screen. That's the annoying part. But at the very end, when Mickey came out, of course I'm crying like a small child, and I think that was the first time I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry every time I see Mickey, or oh my god, I'm gonna cry every time Walt speaks. It got bad. I ended up working my first program in California Adventure, in quick service food and beverage over in awards and award wieners, and in the train, Fairfax food car, Electronica when it was there. I was really pissed off to work in California Adventure at first, because I was like, this park is dumb, blah da 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 da. But I was also there during the construction of the park itself, and I think that helped me understand and appreciate that park, and now that's like one of my favorite parks to go to. We normally actually go into California Adventure before we even go into Disneyland. A lot happened there. We learned that a lot of people don't like the college program kids because we take a lot of the hours away. And from some of the people I ended up being friends with that were like full-time employees and stuff, they said we were the first round of college program kids that they actually liked. I ended up meeting a lot of cool people. One of them became my best friend in the entire world, and met him by him actually scaring the living crap out of me while I was working Fairfax food cart, and then we just became really good friends from there. And he helped me through a lot of hard times and a lot of emotional roller coasters because I was 19. I'm an emotional roller coaster because I was living by myself. Some of the great opportunities that were given to us was like we got to ride Tower of Terror with the lights and animatronics off. That's terrifying because you don't know when you're dropping. I got to go see Rules of Engagement being filmed, and I have Patrick Warburn's autograph. Space Mountain with the lights on is terrifying because you learn how close the carts above your head are, and it's just terrifying because after you ride it, after you do that, you just want to duck the entire time. Don't put your hands up. I got to go into Waltz's apartment, which is an absolutely amazing experience to do. We also got to go in the Dream Suite, which is above Pirates of the Caribbean, that was made for Waltz's wife, and that is an outstanding experience. As in all jobs, there's always trouble. I had a lady who, instead of walking down to the manager's office to tattle on them, on some of my college program friends, that she just called them over one of the phones and all of us could hear it. And yes, what I did was wrong in response to that, but what she did was wrong was even more wrong in response to me. And I got teased a little bit and was kind of pulled down from that, and it kind of made the end of my experience a little bit more rough. But I also had a lot of friends there that were supportive of my actions towards it, and I was the one that ended up having to be the bigger man of it. Anyways, she's been there, and she was a lot older than me. Towards the end of the program, it's just, I want to go home, I want to go home. Why am I still here? It just gets long. But you leave, and then all you want to do is come back. I come back and visit the park all the flippin' time, as much as I can. It is home, and you will understand that soon. It is home. You'll come back, eventually, somehow, even a visit to do the program again, to work there for the rest of your life, but it's home, and you won't realize that till you leave the first time. Any questions you guys have, comment below and I'll answer them for you.